Hi guys, welcome into Type Talk Tuesdays. As you know, this is a place we talk about spiritual personality typing with a spiritual understanding. I do want to make a side note because even though I'm talking a lot about my blog posts and I'm referring to my blog posts for Type Talk Tuesday, I want to go ahead and kind of shuffle the time I post around to Sundays because I really want to expand what I'm speaking of, not only what's on the blog, but expand it into a more teaching aspect of my work, so I can help you go deeper with finding yourself. Okay, I want you to find yourself in a world of copycats. And what I'm hearing is so many people are struggling to find themselves, especially in this day and age when everything's changing so quickly and there's this side and there's this side and we're so bombarded by stuff. It's almost pushing us into this chaos. And I'm here to take you back and help you step in and ground yourself into yourself. I want you to find yourself, and it's a process. It's a daily process. But finding yourself is not only about your personality type, it's about the non-physical. So I want to start posting a little bit more on Sundays and have more soulful conversations inspired by personality typing and how the non-physical, which is actually the bigger aspect of you here on Earth, how that's all unfolding with the non-physical. But more on that later. So right now I want to get back to Type Talk Tuesday. And what we've been talking about on the blog, on Instagram, on Pinterest, LinkedIn, is how to travel like a kid. And the reason I think this is so important is I think the adult personality is so weighed down by fear and ego and expectations, and that the kid personality, the pure, unconditioned, unmapped personality that doesn't have expectations, that just wants to be free, that wants to play, that wants to see everything as an opportunity. So I want to talk to you about that when you travel, because if you travel with that mindset, just shifting yourself out of your adulting aspect of yourself, like, I have to be adult, we have to do this, oh my God, this is canceled, what do I do? And all this chaos. It's like you constrict yourself so much with all these expectations. And the craziness of it all is you're putting the expectations on yourself, right? So what I'm suggesting you do is take a day. If you're traveling with a big family and you have all this stuff that you have, obligations, those adult obligations that you have to meet, I understand that. So maybe request an hour. I need an hour. And go do something that you thoroughly enjoyed as a kid on vacation. And if you weren't exposed to childhood vacations, even better, go make it up. Go take an hour, okay? And put your adult suit in the closet, put your kid clothes on and your kid mindset on, right? And go experience something, whatever your personality lends itself to, okay? I don't want to tell you what to do because that would be very arrogant of me, because my personality type is so much different than yours. And my life experiences here on our school are totally different than yours. So that's what I'm talking about. It's being yourself. Yourself. Totally you. So go out and experience some fun things. I don't care if it's just a swing on a swing at a park, or just going and getting ice cream and just getting a big old fun ice cream cone and sitting on a bench and just licking it and enjoying it to the last drop. Or just might be wandering and taking all the sights in and just really hearing and seeing everything. Not expecting anything. Just wander without expectation. and just see where the walk leads you, right? You'll be so amazed at what you find and the surprises that come along. And you'll even have opportunities for great personal growth, all right? So this summer, I want you to travel like a kid again. And I'm telling you, if you're traveling with the Playful type, which is the ENFP, or an Affluential type, which is an ESTP, or you're traveling with an active type, an ISTP, or an abstract type, which is an ISFP. Watch them and learn from them. And here's the secret to their fun playfulness, their artisticness, their openness, their looking for opportunities is they have what I call, in traditional psychology, it's called an extroverted sensing trait. And what that means is if you're an extrovert, you're extroverting out, right? And sensing embodies all the physical. So even from an extrovert or an introvert perspective, they still want to experience that all. Now it'll be totally different because the extroverted types, the playful and the affluential, they'll have different ways of going about it because they are really truly, they have that extroverted. So they have a double whammy of that, right? So they want to be in the world. They want to do new things. They want to taste. They want to touch. They want to see. They want to feel. They want to do all of that kind of stuff. Now it's going to be different because we have a feeling type and then a thinking type. So I'm not going to get into that there though too, but there's different, like a feeling type is going to want to feel it all. A thinking type is going to be like, wow, look at the architecture. How did this all come about? And the feeling type's going to be like, yo, dude, like, let's talk. Like, what do you feel about this? Let's just, And then on the other side of that, we have those introverted types that still have an extroverted sensing trait. So, and I said the abstract type, the ISFP, which is very artistic type, right? They're going to see art and the details and things. And they're so exciting to travel with because they see that. They see things many of us miss. It's because they're so focused on that, but still they're so deep. I love introverts, and I'm an extrovert, so I can say that without like everybody getting on my ass about it. But and just because I like very reflective, intellectual things, and they tend to do that. They tend to do it all the time. Whether they're traveling, sitting at a desk, being with their families, they're just more reflective, because they're more inward. It makes sense, right? It just makes sense. Makes sense. So if you're traveling with these types, and I don't want to forget anybody. Because, I said that ISTP. And here you go again. So one's going to be more thinking. It's going to be more reflective and thinking about things because they have that T. And then the feeling type, right, is going to want to harmonize. It wants to feel. That's how they make their decisions. They make their decisions based on the feelings of themselves and others, while thinkers don't. So the ISTP is that active type, he's thinking through things. I got to climb here. I can do this. They're very athletic, right? You'll notice these types once you start seeing this, and once we start talking about this more in depth. You'll notice them on vacation because you'll see the abstract type wandering and taking it all in and looking at the art. Look at everything in such detail, the craftsmanship of it all, right? Right. And then you have, the ESFP that's like, whoa, I'm out there. He's the entertainer, wants to be on stage, wants to interact, just wants to eat up the world. Regardless of this, these sensing types are great teachers for us that don't have an extroverted sensing type, which I don't. So if you're traveling with one of them, they'll show you how to travel like a kid because they just innately do it. It's part of their joie de vivre, right? It's part of who they really are. And it's so apparent when you travel, more so probably than anywhere else, because travel, you're not usually shut down and all in your bubble and constricted by life and all the stuff that you have to get done and all the details of life. So anyway, I want you to travel like a kid this summer. And I do hope you'll start joining me on Sundays where we're going to have a little more soulful conversations. I want to go deep here because I want to start, like I said, I want to start teaching, and I want to help you stay true to yourself every day. And it is a journey, and it's a lesson, it's a life school lesson here on earth, right? But it is a practice, just like you have morning pages or journaling pages. Why wouldn't you have a practice to get to know your true self every single day? It's the most important thing you'll do in your life. Now, the method of how you do it is going to be up to you because you have specific personality traits and indicators that work best for you. So, hope you'll join me on Sunday. You know the routine. We're on YouTube, so subscribe, hit the little bell. If you want to know when I'm posting my videos, I sometimes I'm just going to come on here and just, if something strikes me, if I see something or read something I think is totally ridiculous, I'm going to talk about it. This is a very unconventional place for personality typing because it's personality typing with a spiritual understanding. So we'll get more into that on Sundays. All right, you guys? If you're on vacation or you're taking a vacation, please enjoy it. You know, dip your toes in the beach. For me, I'm trying to head there this weekend. We'll see if it doesn't rain. It's been raining here all week. I'm like, oh my God, I've shifted my days of going. Like, it was on Tuesday. Now it was going to be on, no, it was on Wednesday. It was going to be on Thursday. Now it's going to be on Friday. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'll make it to the beach. I'm a total beach girl. I love the water. I know some of you prefer the mountains or a lake because we all have different personality types. Whatever you choose this summer when you take a vacation, I ask you to travel like a kid. All for now. Nina's upon you. Love all you beautiful souls. Bye for now.